Hey familia, Miranda here, and today I have some pickups to share with you guys. I'm pretty excited. So I just got back from a library sale. I had mentioned a couple weeks ago when I went to the other library sale that the other kind of main library in my area was going to be doing theirs at the end of this month. They do it once in April, and then they also do it again in October. Fortunately, last October I did not get a chance to go. I just got super busy, and so I was bummed that I couldn't go, but I just had to go this time, you guys. So it's been a year since I've been to the sale, but I'm pretty happy with everything that I picked up. I usually am pretty good about scooping up Blu-rays and stuff there. So yeah, and I go quite early. Like the sale doesn't start until like 10. I actually got there at like 8 o'clock. So I waited for 2 hours, but it's a good thing that I did because the same time that I got there, them crazy scalpers got there and stuff. And so they kind of rated the tables of CDs that they put out in the hallway, because people can like look at those before they actually open the doors to the actual sale. And I guess these people, they're there like every time, you guys, but they actually were there like earlier than normal because I feel like they usually get there a little bit later once there's already kind of a line formed. But we literally got there like at the same exact time. So I always kind of want to get there to try and beat them before they get to, you know, like the good movies and stuff like that, because they are, I guess, are kind of into selling, like reselling CDs and movies and stuff like that. So, you know, I kind of want to always try and have like first pick and everything. So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything that I got. So let's go on ahead and see what all I picked up. And as I've mentioned before, you guys, when it comes to like library movies, I stay away from things that just have stickers and stickers on the artwork. And here at this, these specific libraries in my area, for whatever reason, I don't know how they do it, but they actually print like the barcodes and like supposed sticker stuff like onto the actual artwork. So it's not something that you can like actually like take off or anything like that. I had to pass on one title that I was really wanting, but it is what it is, you guys. So but everything I have here, I'm gonna go on ahead and share with you guys. I pretty much picked up titles that were all on my Amazon wish list, so I pretty much just crossed off a bunch of them. So I'm happy about that. So I guess we'll go on ahead and start with the DVDs. So I did pick up a sealed copy of Tower of Terror. I've actually never seen this one, you guys. I've always heard of it, and like growing up, for some reason, I always thought it was this like kind of just crazy like horror film, until like, you know, later on in life, I found out that it's actually, you know, Disney Channel and stuff like that. So I don't know. I've never seen this one. I don't know why. But you got Gutenberg and you got Kirsten Dunst here. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with the two of them. So I'm excited to actually finally check this out. And, you know, it is a sealed copy. Next up, this one I actually had found, you know, I want to say it was like sometime last year at Goodwill, but the copy that I had found just wasn't in good condition, so I was happy to see this there. We got Cher and Dennis Quaid in Suspect, so it's like some sort of a kind of like courtroom drama type thing, I guess. But yeah, so we got that one. Now this I know has an Arrow Blu-ray release, but I have been super curious about this film, and it just hasn't been like at the right price point to get for me. So I settled for the DVD for now, and if I like it, probably pick it up maybe during an Arrow sale or something. But I have heard some crazy things on this film, and that is Audition. So I was very stoked to find this one. Yeah, I've heard some pretty just kind of wild things on this one, so I'm excited to have it on DVD in the collection nonetheless. So can't wait to check that one out. This one kind of is one that I've been wanting to check out for a while. Kind of found out about it last year. It just seemed pretty good. It's called Timeline. I'm assuming this has something to do with like going back in time or something like that, but it seemed pretty good, so wanted to go ahead and check it out. This next one came as a recommendation, and I want to say this only has a DVD release. I could be wrong, but even the DVD itself is actually pretty pricey if you go through like Amazon or whatever. But this one I have heard some kind of wild things on as well, and that is The Bad Seed. So yeah, I'm very curious about this one to check it out. And then I want to say this is probably the one item that I am most excited to have found, because I remember watching this film like all the time on Lifetime channel when I was younger. I don't know if this is necessarily a Lifetime original, but I just remember watching it on specifically on Lifetime channel. And I have been trying to hunt this one down. It's not one that comes cheap or anything. And this is the first time I have ever seen it out in the wild, and that is Odd Girl Out with Alexa Vega. So obviously it is like a coming of age flick, but it does take place in like high school and stuff. But Alexa Vega's character, she was kind of, you know, one of the popular girls, and then her other like friends or whatever just kind of like turn on her. I want to say that it has to do with like maybe a boy or something, but a lot of rumors and stuff start and whatnot. And so yeah, she just kind of becomes really depressed, and she just does like a lot of things to like herself and everything. And so yeah, there's just a lot kind of, you know, of hate and all that going on between the girls and stuff. So, you know, all that high school drama type stuff, whatever. But it's a really good one, you guys. If you've never seen this one, definitely check it out. But I was so freaking happy to find this one. All right, so getting into the Blu-rays. First up, we got some Angelina in Those Who Wish Me Dead. It's one that I've been wanting to pick up ever since it was released. I've heard some pretty good things on it. I know Hamilton Book actually had just recently got this one in, I think in their last drop or the one before that. I missed out on it. I was kind of bummed. I had it in my cart and I just didn't check out in time. But now I have it in the collection, so now I can finally give this a watch. So got that one. Next up, we got some Nick Cage in Prisoners of the Ghostland. Or yeah, of the Ghostland. This one, I actually streamed this on Shudder, and I really actually like this one. Surprisingly, it was a little different. It was kind of odd, and just like the whole kind of like time setting and just the atmosphere of the film was definitely interesting. Not really your kind of like typical storyline, but I enjoyed it. I know not quite. It wasn't like everybody's cup of tea, but I definitely enjoyed it. So I'm happy to have this one in the collection. Next up, we got some Glenn Close and Mila Kunis in 4 Good Days. I know this is actually a newer film, and I've heard some pretty good things on it. I know it does have to do with like addiction and stuff like that, so maybe a bit of a hard watch, but I do enjoy the two of them, so definitely looking forward to this one. So I freaking caved and I got this. I don't expect much from this at all. I don't even know why I got it, but we got 80 for Brady. Yeah, it was there. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So we got 80 for Brady. Then I did go ahead and pick up Easter Sunday. This one too I've been kind of curious about. I didn't really get much, you know, praise or anything when it was released. Not much spotlight or anything, but I mean, nonetheless, it still looked pretty funny and everything. A friend actually said that they rather enjoyed it, so you know what, I went ahead and I got it, so we'll see if it's any good. Next up is A Private War. This one definitely seemed right up my alley, something I would enjoy. It is based on a true story, but you have Rosamund Pike's character. She is a journalist, and then Jamie Dornan plays a war photographer, and so they basically go on, I guess, like the most dangerous journey, I guess, of their careers yet, and stuff across the globe and everything, and, you know, obviously writing about and taking pictures of like, you know, war related stuff. And so it seemed pretty good. So definitely excited to check that one out. Next up, this one actually just kind of came to my attention. And it says it's based on the incredible true story. And actually Stephanie over at Movie Chatter was the one who recommended this one. We've got Judi Dench and Steve Coogan in Philomena. And basically in this one, Judi Dench's character, she has a son. She gives up for adoption. Like 50 years later or whatever, she meets Coogan's character, and he's basically this reporter dude. And so he's looking for a new story. And I guess they kind of set out on a journey together to go find her son that she gave up for adoption. So seems pretty good. Maybe a little, you know, like heartwarming. So we got Philomena. And Philomena does have a code, you guys, if you're interested. No guarantee that it works since it is used, but hey, worth a try. And so yeah, if you end up redeeming it, just let us know in the comments. All right, next up, this one actually literally just came to my attention. I didn't even know about this film up until maybe like a couple months ago. You have a pretty good cast in here. So definitely one of the reasons why I want to check this one out. And it's called The Perfect Match. Definitely seems like some sort of like a rom-com of some sort. But yeah, Donald Faison's in here. You got Terrence J, Lauren London, Joe Pantoliano, Paula Patton, a couple other people. But yeah, good cast in this one. So we got that. Next up, I did go ahead and snag Midnight Cowboy. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is actually part of the like it has a Criterion release, unless I'm getting it mixed up with another one, but I think it does. So we got Midnight Cowboy. I've never seen this one, but it's definitely one that's been on my radar. Another one that came recommended by Stephanie, and that is Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. And of course, you guys, so if you watched my last library haul that I did a couple weeks ago from the other library that I went to, I picked up a copy of The Grudge on DVD because I don't know what happened to my copy that I had, and I was saying how the Blu-ray was out of print. Well, you guys, I found the Blu-ray. So I had to go ahead and pick it up. That's just kind of weird how that worked. But yeah, but I've seen it going for a good amount of money. So I'm assuming it's out of print. I don't know. I could be wrong. But so now I can actually get rid of the DVD that I just got because I now have it on Blu-ray here. All right, so we got another Nick Cage film here. This one actually, I believe, came recommended to me, and I kind of kept forgetting about it because for whatever reason, I just couldn't find it like through Amazon. So I wasn't able to like actually save it to my list, but I saw it, then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this one, that, you know, people had recommended it, and that is Looking Glass. So don't know if it's any good, but it's Nick Cage, and I'm always down to add some of his films to the collection. This next one, I don't really expect much, but I really got this for Pierce Brosnan, and also Nick Cannon is in here, and I mean, I'll get anything with Nick Cannon. It looks like some cheesy fun, but we got The Misfits. All right, next up is this film here called Here Today. We got Billy Crystal and Tiffany Haddish. I don't know. I just feel like this is kind of an interesting duo. I mean, Tiffany Haddish, she is absolutely hilarious. But I feel like, I mean, this is supposed to be like a comedy, but I don't know that it's going to be like your typical kind of like raunchy comedy that she normally is in, because let's face it, her comedy can be pretty raunchy. But I'm very intrigued by this one for some reason. And so, yeah, it's just, she's this like lounge singer. He is a writer, and I guess they like befriend each other and stuff. And so it definitely seems kind of like maybe just a funny, like little heartwarming film. So it's just like an unlikely friendship. So I enjoy films like that. So I'm definitely curious to check this one out. Next up is National Champions, another one for the football collection. This one, I'm not sure if this is actually based on a true story. It seems like it could be, but I didn't really look into it, so I will probably have to do that after this video so I can actually see. But it is about like this quarterback and another teammate who I guess go on strike to, I don't know, it's for in regards to like fair compensation for, you know, the players and all of that and stuff. And I guess they're like just about to play this like national, like really important game or whatever. So, I mean, it seemed pretty interesting. So definitely looking forward to checking that one out. Next up, I mean, I got this to be a completionist, even though I'm not really a huge fan of the first film, but we got Hot Tub Time Machine #2. And this one, you guys, also does have a code. So again, if you are able to redeem it, please let others know. But there you have it. Don't know if it'll work, but worth a try. And then I know this film got a lot of hate. I honestly don't really know anybody that actually liked this film, but I still wanted to go ahead and pick it up to check out just for the heck of it. But we got, you know, Rob Zombie's The Munsters. So yeah, I had to. I don't know. I just felt like getting it. All right, moving along, we got Infinite Storm. So this one, actually, I recently saw my buddy Kenny Hall. He got it from Hamilton Book, and I do actually have it saved to my cart, but I saw it there, and it was literally like for the same price as it is on Hamilton Book. So I just went ahead and got it. So I can take that out of my cart on Hamilton Book now. But yeah, it's a true story, obviously like a survival type flick, like on a mountain and stuff like that. So definitely seemed right up my alley. I do enjoy films like that. Then I did go ahead and pick up Armageddon Time. I really don't know much about this, but you got Anne Hathaway and Anthony Hopkins in here, so you really can't go wrong there. But yeah, so it looks like it takes place in 1980s Queens. And it says it's a personal story about the strength of family, the complexity of friendship, and the generational pursuit of the American dream. So it's pretty interesting. All right, so next up we got American Heist. This didn't really exactly have the best of ratings, but you got Hayden Christensen, Adrian Brody, Jordana Brewster's also in here, and you also have Akon. I don't think I've seen Akon in anything. So this one more so I got for the cast. You just know how that goes, you guys. Sometimes you get it for the cast. I don't really expect much for this, but I mean, it's a heist flick, so we'll see if it's any good or not. And this one too is another one that I honestly got really for the cast. But we got Paula Patton, Omar Epps, Laz Alonso, and Roselyn Sanchez in this film called Traffic. Traffic with a K, not the other Traffic that you're thinking of. But yeah, for them, I wanted to go ahead and check this one out. But basically, you have this couple, they go away on vacation to this little town, and I guess like some crazy biker gang comes through or whatever, and it's like some sort of fight for survival. I don't know. It just seemed pretty good, and for the cast, honestly, I just wanted to go ahead and get it. Next up is The Protege. I haven't really heard too much on this one, but Michael Keaton, Maggie Q, not really familiar with her, but Samuel Jackson, the one for the Samuel Jackson collection. So I got that one. And then last but not least, I found this little like digipack, which is pretty dang nice. They actually, for some reason, I don't know why this was mixed in with the DVDs, but it was. And it's actually in really good condition too, you guys. And that's this film. This stars Marlon Brando, Gene Simmons, Frank Sinatra, and Vivian Blaine. And it's called Guys and Dolls. So as you can see, it does come in this like little like digipack here. And it's actually pretty dang nice. So there it is. You got the artwork inside and everything. And there's just like this booklet of like, you know, pages and stuff in here. So pretty nice. I was happy to find that. Don't have too many like digipacks in the collection, so that was pretty cool. So that is everything that I found, you guys. The one title that I passed on, which, oh my gosh, I've been like forever trying to track down this title because it never drops in price. And even on eBay, people are still wanting like 20 bucks for it. And I don't really want to pay that much for it. But it's a film that I've heard amazing things on. And so I'm going to, you know, keep on the hunt for it. But it was Sing Street. But unfortunately, literally right in the middle of the title was a printed barcode on it. And I'm super picky when it comes to that kind of stuff, and it just annoys the heck out of me when there's films that are just covered, like I said, in barcodes and stickers and all of that, and it's on the artwork. So, I'm so mad that I kind of missed out on that, but it is what it is. I did kind of consider getting it, but I'm like, I can't, you guys, with the barcode in the middle. Like, no, I just couldn't. So I don't know. We'll see if I end up finding it again some other time, but that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my pickups. Let me know your thoughts on any of these films. If you guys have seen them, which ones I should jump on first. But I was super happy to be able to cross, like, the majority of these films that I picked up were literally on my Amazon wish list. So I was so happy to just be able to cross those all off of there. So pretty awesome. Happy about that. That's it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.